to the Delaware Adolescent Program 2021 Annual Meeting. I'm Dr. Doris Griffin, and I serve as the Executive Director for this fine organization. Did you know in November we'll be 53 years old? That's right. And we could not have done it without the support of the community. And we want to say thank you. Today, as we talk about DAPI, we want to go over all of the accomplishments that we were able to experience despite a pandemic. So I want you to buckle your seatbelt, and I want you to really hone in on everything that is shared. Why? Because there's something in it for you. That's right. There is something in it for you. What, you may ask? I'm not sure, but I know we have something just for you. Maybe you would like to become a mentor or a tutor. Maybe you're looking for a job. Maybe you'd like to become one of our teachers in one of our locations. Whatever it is, we might be able to work together. Maybe your experience as a pregnant teen when you were a young person that gives you a desire to want to support in some way. We need you. So stay tuned to all that we have in store today. We're going to travel through the state, and we're going to hear from our Sussex County Senate Director, Kim Wright, as she talks about what's happening in that portion of our state. Then we're going to move southward into Kent County, and we're going to talk to Malika Pettyjohn, where she is the interim Senate Director, and she's doing some phenomenally new things in that area. And then when we get to the most northern portion of our state, Newcastle County, we're going to talk with Danita Moore as she serves as the Center Director. We've got a lot to cover and a little bit of time to do it. So come on, enjoy what we have to offer you for this annual meeting. And we are so grateful to have our board chair with us, Dr. Jacqueline Jenkins. Dr. Jenkins, thank you so very much for being a part of our annual meeting.
Absolutely, so happy to be here.
Would you share with our viewers today how it is that you, as a busy person, and please share what you do for a living, how are you able to weed in time to do the work that you are professionally trained to do, but also serve not only as a board member of our organization, but serve as board chair? How do you handle that responsibility with what your professional life demands?
Well, I am currently the Chief Human Resource Officer for Newcastle County, which means I'm responsible for the HR function for over 2,000 employees.
Wow.
So that is a very demanding job, and it keeps me extremely busy. However, I am passionate about the work that we do at DAPI. I believe that at times when young girls are feeling like that their life is over, or the society makes them feel like that this is taboo and you don't get to do these kinds of things, we give them a second chance. And how many of us have made mistakes who have found ourselves in situations where we wish someone had given us a lifeline to let us know that life is okay, it's going to be different, but you can still accomplish your goals and your dreams and etc. And I think that DAPI is the great mechanism or vehicle that allows our young women that find themselves needing our services, that DAPI is the one-stop shop in order to not only bridge that gap during their academic setting, but we also teach them how to be great parents. And that is a really great mission, and I'm really excited about that.
We are excited to have you so infused and in tune to our needs. If there were some hidden gems within our organization that you really felt passionately about, or just things that you would want our viewers to know about, what would be one of those two things that you would want to reveal to people?
I think first of all, it's important to understand who we are as an organization. The services that we provide, again, we are just not engaged in our DAPI daughters, as we call them, just because they're passing through our organization. We're building relationships. We are giving them the tools to be successful beyond just the time that they spend with us. And I believe that that gem is hidden, and it is a gem because no knock against the traditional school system.
That's right.
But these girls are no longer traditional students.
That's right.
So we are satisfying the academic need, but we are also addressing the need as new parents. And the school system, unfortunately, just does not do that for our young people. Now, there are young women who decide to go back into the traditional academic setting, and there is nothing wrong with that. But for those of us that recognize that my life has changed and we are on a different trajectory, me and my baby, DAPI is the place for me.
Awesome. We are very grateful that you have sacrificed time to be with us. I have so many more questions, but I know we don't have a lot of time. But just for the sake of today's discussion for our annual meeting, would you please speak to our viewing audience about how they might be able to, what is available to them if they would like to volunteer?
Well, of course, we're familiar with our 3 T's, your time, your treasure, and your talents. We could certainly benefit from all of that. Everyone has a small amount of time that they can dedicate. If it's mentoring our young people, spending time, sharing experiences that our young people may not get a chance to experience simply because of their circumstances. Of course, we certainly will take your treasures. Of course, we're always in need of extra resources. However, if you have a specific skill or talent that you have that you would like to share with our young people, we welcome you to come and be a part of our organization. There's plenty of room for everybody.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jenkins, for your time and your willingness to share today and all the days that have preceded and those that are to come. We appreciate you at DAPI.
Absolutely. Looking forward to you joining our team.
Absolutely.
I was nervous and scared at first. When I had my baby, I kind of knew everything. The doctors didn't have to tell me much because coming here, they told me what to expect. So I knew what to expect when I was in the hospital. It gives you a good attitude, and in a way, it helps you succeed. Now I'm determined to do well in school. It's a lot of support. I love her. And I think DAPI is a great place to be.
Hello and welcome back to the DAPI annual meeting. I'm excited about this next interview because I have someone for you to meet that is very quiet, but is definitely a stealth bomber on our board. I want you to meet our board treasurer, Rich Tulin. Rich, hi, how are you?
Hi, good.
I'm so glad you could be with us today. Would you please share what you do for your full-time work and how do you weave that in? How do you weave DAPI in with that work?
I am the Chief Operating Officer at Artisans Bank. I have responsibility for a lot of different areas there, including the branch network and IT and operations. Most of our DAPI meetings are evenings, so I do my day job during the day, and make time for DAPI in the evenings as necessary. I do try and make time and take time out of my schedule when we have things like graduation and fundraisers and whatnot during the day. But just try to make it all work as best I can.
You do. You definitely make it work. We thank you for your dedication. So, as our board treasurer, would you share with our viewers today how well did we do this past fiscal year?
I need to cheat here. So, for the fiscal year ended June 30, 2021, we incurred a net gain of $56,734. Continued our efforts to manage expenses while ensuring that we provide quality services to our students. The pandemic made it a challenging year in many ways. Fundraising is a big challenge when you can't get together and do things on site. The PPI, Paycheck Protection Program, was a big help to us this year. We managed to secure $148,479 to offset salary expenses for the fiscal year, and we have a second PPP receipt of funds that is going to help for this year as well. Healthy Women, Healthy Babies grant was also a big contributor, $172,289 for fiscal year 2021. And of course, our biggest source of income is grant and aid from the state of Delaware, which was $893,580. Those three funding sources were 84% of DAPI's income for the fiscal year. I guess that's it. So, we're going to have another challenging year this year, I think, with, the continued COVID issues and the difficulty still, I think, to have fundraisers in person.
Absolutely. I do feel that we are still sitting in a challenging time financially. Based on your experience in the banking industry, do you foresee that people will become even more generous even though we are sitting in a pandemic?
I would like to think so.
Me too.
I don't know, whether or not it's the case. I mean, I think there are a lot of people out there that are struggling, just because of the, current environment, and depending on their jobs and whatnot, it may be difficult for them this year. Those of us that are fortunate enough to continue to be employed and working,
yes,
hopefully we can count on to continue to increase our contributions for this year.
We thank you, Rich, for your time, your talent, and your treasure, because it is clear that you are all in here at DAPI. We thank you so very much, and thanks for coming out today and being a part of our annual meeting in this unique fashion. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you for everything you do.
I'm excited.
Now, I'm Kyle McMahon, and I have with me two very special people relating to the Delaware Adolescent Program, which is a very special institution that I am excited to talk to you ladies about. Angela, Mrs. Angela Gibson, can you tell me, your story?
So I am a DAPI alum. I came here at the age of 17. I'm actually sitting in my original classroom now. And I am also currently the Kent County Center's Student Service Coordinator. So just as I was receiving the help when I was here in 17, I am now helping my DAPI daughters do the same thing. So I'm helping put them on the right paths of life so they can be able to be successful women and successful families as well. I think the one thing that stuck with me, though, was that the staff, no matter and, I see this now from being staff, no matter how tough the situation is or how catty or how hormonal we may get as students, the staff never stopped caring and never stopped pouring into us.
That's such a powerful story. And, it's really testimony, and especially to then go back and be able to talk to these young men and women as somebody who's been through it is so much more heartfelt to me than if somebody hasn't been there, because you know what I'm going through. Even when I feel, in those moments where I feel like nobody knows what I'm going through. I'm 16 or 17 and pregnant, and my life is over and blah blah blah. You are there to say, nope, I felt that way too, but your life isn't over. My life wasn't over, even though I felt that way at that time.
Hi, my name is Andrea Jones. I'm an administrative assistant for Ms. Danita Moore. I would like to take your temperature and ask you a few questions, please.
Greetings and welcome to Delaware Adolescent Program Incorporated. My name is Danita Moore and I am the Newcastle County Center Director. I would like to take you on a brief tour of our school and tell you about our fantastic year 2020-2021.
Hi, my name is Aisha Njai and I'm the Student Services Coordinator.
Hi, I'm Dana Bailey. I'm the Newcastle County Nurse.
In the 2020-21 school year, our DAPI daughters with tenacity transitioned to a virtual learning environment. The students were committed to complete their standards-based education, and parents were engaged in our parent-teacher conferences. Our DAPI daughters also experienced online cooking classes from the University of Delaware Nutrition Program, EFNEP, and they participated in virtual financial empowerment sessions with the Stand By Me organization. Team Newcastle County Holiday Elves created together a holiday basket for each DAPI daughter and our outreach students. They utilized donations from our wonderful donors. We had a Young Mother's Day virtual tea party. Yes, a tea party. Each DAPI daughter received a porcelain teacup, sandwich, dessert, and flowers. They learned about a high tea. The year could not end without the DAPI teachers and staff providing a mobile pep rally. Woohoo! We drove by each DAPI daughter's home to recognize their accomplishments for the year. We also continue to serve the community with the Adolescent Parenting Connection outreach program. Our facilitators were able to connect with students at the West End Neighborhood House in Wilmington. Our DAPI daughters were determined to complete their academic requirements. With perseverance and determination, they attended summer school and received enrichment while their children were in the classroom. Our Newcastle County senior is Miss Marissa Lewis. She is a graduate from DAPI at the Frieri Charter School. She earned a 2.75 GPA, and her goal is to become a certified nursing assistant. She is currently enrolled with Eastside Career Development Center. She said yes to success for herself and her son. Thank you for visiting DAPI Newcastle County.
So we are back and we are ready now to talk about the academic program with the Delaware Adolescent Program Incorporated. We are fortunate to have a director of education that cares. She's had the opportunity to work in the classroom, lead our teaching staff, and come up with unique programming. Please welcome our Director of Education, Dr. Nina Graves. How are you?
Thank you, Dr. Griffin. I am well. How are you?
Great, thanks.
Great.
Would you share with us some of the challenges and some of the positive things that are happening within our academic program, please?
I want to talk about I'll talk about the challenges first. And I think, we have fallen into the same mold that some of the other schools have run into with challenges this last year and last couple of years. And that is the challenges of being in the pandemic, having to have classes virtually, and maneuver around all of those kind of restrictions with like distractions at home, being able to focus on your work while so many other things are going on. missing out on the in-person, face-to-face instruction, the body language of your teachers, or even your peers, and just being able to rely on each other for support. So those are some of the challenges that we ran into. However, we were able to overcome quite a few of them by having more engaging coursework or classwork instruction, even though it was virtual, and allowing the students to interact with each other virtually. And then towards the end of the year, we were able to bring a few classes back into the building, kind of in a hybrid environment with the social distancing and all of the CDC measures in place.
Yes.
And we saw that the students really became more engaged with that. And so we saw their grades come up a little bit. We saw them be more interactive. And so that was a great support. And the teachers loved it as well, because now they could see face to face that their students were actually learning and engaged in their environment.
Awesome. If there were a way for us to improve the output or the outcomes of our students, what would we need to do to have that happen?
I would say definitely have them back in the classroom.
Face to face.
Face to face. That is the best. And it's interesting that you bring that question up, because this year I did take an opportunity to look at all of our statistics as far as grades were concerned and compare this year versus the year before we went into the pandemic. And our students were operating, before the pandemic, they were operating at a very high level. And the grades during that pandemic were about a 10% difference lower. And that's because our students had to deal with all of those challenges to overcome. And I think bringing them back hopefully this year in a controlled environment, the CDC restrictions in place, that we'll see those scores go back up again, because we saw in the end of the spring that the students really became more engaged, like I said before. And so bringing them in, if we can this year, is going to really improve that. And we also have more tools in place. One thing we learned through the pandemic and all of the challenges that we had is that our teachers were able to pull upon more tools, online tools, and be creative in their thinking.
Yes.
To keep the students engaged. So we use quizzes, we use Kahoot, we use virtual games that can now be brought into the classroom. And then take that to the next level, because now they're face to face, and so rather than seeing everybody smile virtually and clapping virtually, some of that, they'll be in the classroom to see this.
So students will be able to use their smart device
Yes.
in the classroom
Yes.
with the teacher in the classroom, everyone masked up.
Yes.
But they'll still have some of the same techniques and tools
Yes.
that they used virtually last school year, but this
Absolutely.
year in person.
Yes.
Outstanding, outstanding. Now, as far as CDC coverage is concerned, what are you finding that we do have in our classrooms to support?
We have the masks that are in place. We have the
plexiglass.
The plexiglass. We have the distancing for the desks. So the students now have separate desks that can be spaced apart. They have their own little
hand sanitizer.
Thank you. Hand sanitizer, things like that at their desk, tissues, things like that. Anything that they're going to need to make sure that they're safe is right there at their desk. So they don't have to get up and do anything else. They'll eat lunches right at their desk. They'll use certain restrooms, and then again make sure that everything is sanitized upon that. So we've made sure that all of those measures are in place, and more so beyond.
Excellent, excellent. Now, we are looking for what kind of people to work with us?
Wow, we are looking for anyone who wants to work with young ladies, teens that are pregnant or parenting, so you may be retired, you may just have a love for being an educator, you may want to volunteer, you may want to tutor. We're looking for all of that. Right now we have a specific need for tutors in math, science, or any other course that you would like to teach. We also are in need of several teachers up and down the state. Math for Sussex County, science for Sussex County. We need math and science for Kent County and our Newcastle County locations. Also, English language, arts, and social studies for our Newcastle County location. That's just in the teaching area. However, if you want to tutor, we gladly accept you. We have a process in place for that as well. Or if you just want to volunteer with our young ladies and be a mentor, we are definitely looking for mentors. This is one thing that our students right now, especially our young ladies, need mentors who can give them the support and the positive environment beyond the classroom that they may not necessarily get when they go back home. And so we are looking for anyone that has a passion for our young ladies.
I think you said the key word. We're looking for someone with a passion.
Yes.
Because we have come to understand that working with young people does require a certain self-propelled passion. You cannot come with your rules and your rigid thinking and expect our young people to respond to that. We have DAPI daughters, and if you have a daughter, you understand just how it means, how important it is to allow for that relationship to evolve over the academic process. So any final thoughts, Dr. Graves? We really appreciate all that you're doing. Any final thoughts?
I just want to say that during my time at DAPI and people that I've seen come to DAPI and become a part of our DAPI family, it's a very nurturing environment, not just for the young ladies ourselves, but even just amongst our own selves. It's very positive to ensuring that we provide for our students that self-sufficiency, whether they stay with us for their whole high school career or they're with us for just a short time. And also just empowering them, our young ladies, to be the best that they can be.
Thank you, Dr. Graves, for all that you give to our DAPI daughters. We've got a lot to do, but I thank you for championing all that we are accomplishing. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
Thank you. Part of the team, yes.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Malika Pettyjohn and I'm the Interim Center Director here at Kent County DAPI. I'm joined by my Administrative Assistant, Ms. Charlotta Allen, Student Service Coordinator, Ms. Angela Gibson, Nurse and Maternal Health Teacher, Ms. Kimberly Stewart. I have two teachers, Ms. Deborah Tribbett, who is our History and Elective Teacher, and Ms. Renata Burton, who is our English Teacher and also our Special Education Coordinator. So here at Kent County DAPI, we're excited about the good work that we have done and that we will continue to do for our students. It was a great school year. Throughout this virtual learning environment, we were still able to provide our students with the educational, social service, and maternal health services that they did need in order to be successful. We had a variety of events that went on this year. We were able to participate in DAPI Daughter event, which was a career day, where we had speakers who came in and talked to our students about different career choices of interest and just expressed to them how hard it was to get into the careers as well as the positive outcomes of the career. So we were excited about that. We also participated in Young Mother's Day, where we showered our young ladies with gifts, just letting them know how much we loved and appreciated them, and just showed them love for being the great mothers that they are. So we had a lot going on. We're excited about what we had going on and what we will continue to do throughout the school year. We had two graduates, Miss Ariana Tolson, who is currently pursuing a career in cosmetology, and Ms. Andrea Dudley, who actually received their CNA certification throughout the school year. She's currently working at a local nursing home and is enrolled at Delaware Tech in the nursing program. So we're grateful, we're proud of our seniors, but not only our seniors, we're proud of every student that we serve throughout Kent County. We have recently started Operation Hit the Streets, where we're out in the streets talking to our community and different schools and different organizations about our services that we do have to offer here at DAPI, trying to just build good relationships, positive relationships in our community. So we're excited about that. We're excited about the relationships that we have already built and looking forward to building many more. So here we're just excited to get started with a new school year. We're excited to move forward. We're just excited here at Kent County DAPI about all the good things that are taking place.
I have the center director from Newcastle County with us, but guess what? She's not here to talk about her center. She's here to talk about one of our statewide initiatives, mentoring. Hello, Danita Moore.
Hello, Dr. Griffin. How are you?
Great. We are so glad that you are here to talk to us, not about Newcastle County and the programming in your wonderful center, but we're here to talk about mentoring. What can you tell us about the mentoring program here at DAPI?
We received 15 extraordinary applications from women who want to provide service to our DAPI daughters.
Excellent.
These women are going to connect with our mentees so that they can assist them in their journey for career and college readiness and help provide them with life skills planning. What they encountered this year, because the pandemic did not stop us, is they attended a formal orientation.
Okay.
And then they also received training on adolescent behavior and expectations. We utilize an electronic database to take us into the 21st century.
Nice.
And with this system, it allows the mentor and mentee to connect through email and set up Zoom sessions. We track the hours for the mentors because, as we know, some employers would like to see an individual volunteer their time and be able to track their hours. So we're able to provide them with that service in our new system. But more importantly, the mentors and mentees connected to build strong relationships, to build trusting relationships with professional women who can guide them. This year, as the new school year approaches, we plan to schedule a in-person session to help, to help them connect. Yes,
Okay.
Of course, with all safety measures in place.
Masks and social distancing will be in place along with any hand sanitizing that's needed.
Absolutely. As you saw on the tour, we had all of those elements in place.
Excellent.
So we're excited that the individuals will get to meet. One of the goals is that every student, every DAPI daughter receives a mentor.
Yes.
And we are well on our way. We have applications pending, and we appreciate that. And anyone else that is interested in mentoring, please go to our website at www.dapi.org. Select programs, mentor, and you can apply online, and you will receive a response right away so that you can be matched with your mentee.
Well, Danita, that sounds great. But just like we heard from our board chair about busy schedules and volunteering, what do you say to the busy lady who might have been a teen parent and nobody knows it, but she feels an urge to want to give back in this season? How many hours can she expect to be asked to serve as a mentor?
We ask that these busy women give us at least 30 minutes per week.
What? 30 minutes? Just 30 minutes?
Just 30 minutes. They can do more.
Okay.
But we ask for a minimum of 30 minutes to allow them to build a robust, trusting relationship.
So for the amount of time that it takes to go through a couple of Facebook posts, I can be a mentor?
Absolutely.
Incredible. Incredible. So how do we go about becoming a mentor again?
All you have to do is visit us on our website at www.dapi.org. Select programs on the menu, mentor, and you can apply online immediately. We will get back to you so that you can be matched with your mentee.
Danita, thank you for taking the reins of our mentoring program in this season and taking it into the 21st century. We at DAPI appreciate you lending your leadership and your skills in this capacity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Greetings, I'm Kimberly Wright, the Center Director at Sussex County. Our staff here consists of Angelita Orta, our Administrative Assistant, Beth Weatherby, our Nurse and Maternal Health Educator, Robert Marinelli, our Math and Science Teacher, Joseph Kilali, our English Teacher, Kimberly Parker, our History and Electives Teacher, Bonnie Sue Sharon, our Student Services Coordinator. And we're happy to congratulate Malika Pettyjohn in her new role as the Interim Center Director at Sussex County. Our team has been hard at work this year. In July, we had the honor of being selected by 88 Sevens to Bridge Hands and Feet Day of Service, where they painted our building. Later in the year, we were able to host a Christmas drive-by parade for our students. Our students participated in some great groups, like Read Aloud's Lena Start program and YWCA's Girls Group. In April, through great preparation and precaution, we were able to welcome our students back on a hybrid basis. We're overjoyed to be able to end the year by graduating our 5 seniors. 2 are signed up and ready to go to Delaware Cosmetology School. The other 3 are on their way to Deltech. We're so excited to see what the future has in store for them, and we cannot wait to share with you what the next school year has in store for us. Thank you.
We have had a wonderful time today, and hopefully you learned more about DAPI than what you thought you needed to know. We are excited about the programming that is taking place here, and you got to hear from some of our board members, you got to hear from our directors, you got to see video clips of what's happening here in DAPI. But you know what? We still need you. We still want you to be involved. If you happen to be in touch with a pregnant or parenting teen and you know that they need our services, please email us or text message us at info@dapi.org. That's right, you can send a text message there. info@dapi.org. We're ready and able to assist you. Maybe you'd like to become a mentor or a tutor. Volunteer your time with us. We would love to have you. Send us an email at info@dapi.org. Or maybe you're interested in one of the job opportunities that Dr. Graves, our Director of Education, shared. We'd love to have you as part of our team. Please send your information. Where? info@dapi.org. We're interested in working with you. We've got a place for you with us as we serve pregnant and parenting teen young people throughout the entire state. We had the privilege of touching 157 lives this year, and we want to do more, but we need more to be able to do more. So please consider doing something to assist us. We've got a fantastic website, dapi.org, where all the information about what we've talked about today is there just for you. Thank you. Did I say that? Thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done to support this organization. We're going to be 53 years old in November. We didn't do it by ourselves. People trusted us and believed in us and continue to do so. So again, on behalf of the staff, the students, our DAPI daughters, and the families, as well as our board members, thank you. Thank you so much. We'll see you next year. Take care.
Graduation is one of the important milestones in a person's life.
Without DAPI, I probably would have dropped out and gave up.
I want to take a moment to pause and reflect of what a tremendous moment this is for you.
I just want to share how proud we are of you finishing your high school diploma.
You've done something that not everyone who becomes a parent can do. You successfully juggled your family responsibilities with school and earned a high school diploma.
You're graduating, and let me tell you what I do know. Knowledge is power.
It's a huge milestone. You all should be very, very proud of yourself.
I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see what's next.
You rose up not just as a student, but as a mother.
Keep on pushing. This is only the beginning.
You've taken a challenging situation like pandemics and pregnancy, and you've done it while not allowing anything to interfere with your education.
You control your destiny. Perseverance and a continual growth mindset will help you achieve your goals.
You are already a success, so you deserve nothing but.
You are capable for creating possibilities for yourself in your life.
Make the most out of every opportunity that comes your way.
You've demonstrated extreme resilience and persistence in the face of significant challenges of the past 2 years. For that, we are extremely proud of your efforts and wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Don't settle for less. To the class of 2021, today you rise up, tomorrow change the world. Congratulations.
I promise to never, ever, forget that I am a DAPI daughter.
find yourself in need of assistance from DAPI, send a text or email us at info@dapi.org.